Hey guys, it's been almost a year, a little over a year, I think, since I've posted on YouTube, but a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I am now a mother, which is crazy. He is gonna be 7 weeks old coming up this Wednesday. It is currently, let's see, what's today? July 27th, 2020. And I am now mother, which is crazy because I didn't think I was gonna be a mother. Well, this video is gonna be about my hospital experience because it was nothing how people said it was going to be. So let's try. I lost my bag. So my hospital experience was okay, I guess. I mean, the nurses were nice, but okay. So I was induced in my labor. I went in, I was 38 weeks. I was about to be 39. I gave birth on a Wednesday. Let's try to see. So I went in on Monday. When did I go in? No, I went in on Tuesday. Tuesday, like morning, like 11:30, 12 o'clock, because I had all these like red bumps on me. It looked like a rash, like was having an allergic reaction to something. But it turned out to be something dealing with like my liver or something like that. So my OBG was like, okay, well, you need to go to the doctor, and he was like, we're gonna go ahead and induce you. So we stayed in the hospital that whole night, and then the next morning at like 8 o'clock in the morning, he came in. He broke my water, and I was in labor for 9, 10, 11, 12, about 6 hours, because I gave birth at 2:48. He was here at 2:48. And yes, I had an epidural and all that stuff. It wasn't too bad. But the guy that came in to give me my epidural, he was talking to me, but his eyes were closed. Like, he was like, so we're gonna be doing this, this, and this, and I was like, I feel unsure because you're not looking at me. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? But it wasn't too bad. Oh, hold on. Okay. So I got my epidural. Everything went okay, because they were like, because once they broke my water, like, everything was fine. But the Tuesday I went in, they were already saying my contractions were like a certain amount of time apart or something. I think it was like 3-5 minutes, but like I wasn't feeling anything. But once they broke my water, I felt it. And they're like, so whenever you want the epidural, let us know, because we have to give you 2 bags of fluids, and it takes about like 45 minutes to an hour. And then like once she left, I pushed the button. I was like, I need this now. Like, that was it. Like, this was hurting, and like I was like getting out of bed like I was like a damn exorcist or something. And she was like screaming and moaning, it's not gonna help, you gotta control your breathing. And I was like, what the hell, this shit hurts. Like, I've never had a baby, how the hell am I supposed to know what to do? And it was just crazy. But the nurses were super nice and stuff like that. But they didn't tell me, because they usually say when you're going into labor, don't eat. So I didn't eat, thinking like they were going to induce me and stuff like that. So I didn't eat, but I didn't go into labor until the next day. So I was like, is there any way we can get something to eat? And during like this whole time, it's like the COVID and stuff like that, so we can't leave the hospital. Like, Jacob, he couldn't leave the hospital. I could only have one person in there with me, one visitor per day. So he stayed with me that night. He stayed with me during the labor. And the next day he had to leave at like 5 in the morning to let my dad come into the hospital. So it was just a whole bunch of stuff. And I just wish more people would have, like my family could have been there. I wish I could have had my baby in San Antonio with where all my family is, but with everything going on, like it just so happened I had to be here to have my kid. But everything's fine. Okay, everything was going fine. And for the whole time I was laboring, it was like they were coming in, checking on me, everything was fine. And then I was like, and then they told me I was like fully dilated, and I was like, okay. So I was like, I feel like I need to push, and they came in, they're like, okay, we're gonna do a test push, and I did my test push, and he was like already coming out. So they were like, okay, we're gonna call the doctor, and I was like, girl, this nurse is about to deliver this baby if this doctor doesn't hurry up and get here. So I only pushed for like 5 minutes and he was already here. The only thing I wished could have changed was, because usually, like they say, they give you like that skin to skin moment with your baby, and they put the blanket on my stomach, and I was assuming that was for me to hold him when he got out, but they put him, when he got out, they just put him on my stomach and picked him up real quick. And so like I didn't have that moment with Mason that like most moms get. So I was like, they're like, you didn't even touch your baby. I was like, I was just reaching for him and you pulled him away from me. He was on my stomach, he wasn't on my chest or anything. And I had they took my gown down so we could have that skin to skin, and they didn't do anything. So I was like, okay. So hospital experience, it was okay. Like leaving the hospital, they didn't give me anything. All they gave me was diapers for him. That's all they gave me. They didn't give me, because they say, most people said they got Dermaplast, they got pads for them to go home, or like the mesh underwear and stuff like that. I didn't get anything. So I mean, I bought for myself, I knew I was gonna need stuff, so I bought like Tux pads, and I bought like overnight pads, like the witch hazel pads. But I mean, I didn't really use anything. I only bled for like a week and a half, and that was it. Like my heaviest bleeding was like my first 3-4 days, and that was it. I only bled for a week and a half. I did have tearing, so I didn't know what to do. Like it did hurt, so I went and bought myself Dermaplast, and my in-laws gave me some stuff, but I didn't really use it because I used the Dermaplast, but it didn't do anything. Like I didn't feel any different. I didn't feel it numb. I didn't feel the pain go away. But I didn't have a peri bottle, so it can be easier, because after you give birth you can't wipe, and I did have tearing, so I did have a couple stitches, and eventually I did rip one of my stitches, and I didn't know, so now it looks funny like down there, but oh well. But I just wish they gave me some more stuff, because like having my first kid, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to get or what to do to like take care of myself after. So I didn't bleed that much, so I didn't really use that much stuff. But I did use all the overnight pads. I didn't really use the Dermaplast. The Tux pads I didn't use because there was really nothing. I didn't have a peri bottle, but my boyfriend's stepmom, she has a bidet, so like it didn't really affect me that much. But I just wish I would have felt like I was taken care of. Like, and for like, they gave us diapers for Mason, but that was it. Like all his clothes and like blankets that they usually give you, they made us keep everything there. So I just wish the experience was a little bit better. I just wish I had that moment with him when he first came out. When he was born, he was having trouble breathing, because once they gave me the epidural, I had like a fever of 104 or something like that. So when he came out, he had trouble breathing, and he had like some other issue. I'm not sure what it was, but he became fine like after 30 minutes, and I was like, okay, that's good. And then he had to stay for like 24 hours, and everything was fine. Like, he was normal. They kept coming in and checking on us. Like, all the nurses were great. I just wish that I got supplies and stuff to go home with, because I didn't know what to get. But I did have some stuff here. But I guess just being away from my family, like, I just wish I felt more taken care of, you know? Like, with your family, you feel safe and like, oh, I can go to them for anything. But just being 4 hours away from my family, it's just different. And here's like, I wish I would have stayed, but you can hear him now. What time is it? He still has like another hour or two. He has to wake up from his nap. But I just wish my hospital experience was a bit better. But all in all, it was great. Like, the nurses were good. They were calm. They helped me out when I needed something. But I just wish my family could have been there. And I wish we could have ate, because I was like, can we eat something? And they were like, oh, we didn't know we were going to deliver today, so we'll just give you whatever's left over. And I was like, okay, like, I'm grateful, but okay, I guess. And I don't know, like, the next day they gave me like this much eggs, like, yeah, it was a little bit, and then like 2 sausage patties. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, we're about to leave anyways. Like, I'll go get something to eat. And whew, I went to Chick-fil-A and got so much food. But I don't know. I just wish it was better. I don't know. I wish I can go back and just have that moment with Mason. I wish I could have taken more pictures. That's what taken videos and pictures. But now I'm taking pictures all the time, because I know he's going to grow up. And I'm like, I wish you were small again. Like, I just want to wake him up. I just want to wake him up and hold him. But yeah, and being away from my family, that's why I'm kind of starting YouTube again, because I don't know, it's just something to do, something to get my mind off of not being home. And right now during Corona, nobody here can really work, and I don't want to work and catch it and I can't be near my son. And I mostly, like, I feed my son because I breastfeed, and I need to be with him to feed my son. So yeah, I'm just gonna record random things and videos of Mason, me and Jacob, and just post them. Whether somebody watches it or not, I can come back and watch when Mason was little. Or show him when he gets older. Be like, look, this was you. All his pictures. So yeah. If you want to see anything, let me know. I am now 6 weeks postpartum. So I have been working out 3 days a week. But I'm going to start working out a lot more. I'm having a 30-day challenge with my sister and her best friend. So soon I will be doing workout videos again on Instagram, or just transformations. If anybody wants to see anything, if anybody wants a workout plan, I do it weekly, so every Sunday you have a new thing. And it's a bit more difficult than the week before. So yeah, I'm just trying to find something to do during this boredom. Oh yeah, that's it. So if you want mommy videos or anything about pregnancy, questions or anything, just ask. And it's just a mommy and her son trying to not be bored during quarantine. Alright, that's it. Bye.